What's happening? It's your boy Keenan. Welcome to Just Felt Like Cooking. You know, every now and then you want to make a little snack. Right now, I'm about to make my elote chips and dip. So as you can see, I got a plethora of items I'm going to use. For my chips, I'm using these cactus corn tortillas. Got my queso fresco. Got my corn. I'm going to throw a little spice, a little habanero in there. I got some crema I'm going to add. I'm going to get about a tablespoon of minced garlic, half a tablespoon of some sazon, total seasoning, and then I'm going to use about, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I got my tortilla strips, some mayonnaise, some cream cheese, some cilantro. That's about a quarter of the bunch, and this is about a quarter of a white onion, and then I'm going to add some mozzarella in there. So we're going to put this together and get it cracking. Alright, so what I'm about to do is I'm just going to cut these in some simple triangles. Basic shape of some tortilla chips. Cactus corn. These bad boys is good. I seen them, I thought they were spinach. And then seeing that it said Nepalese. And they gave me a free sample of a warm one. I've been hooked ever since. Stood at the microwave and ate half a pack, sprinkling salt on them. So I got these cut up. We're going to drop these in some oil. So we about to drop these cactus corn tortillas in some oil. Man, these bad boys smell good. Alright, so we're going to cook these up. I got another batch I'm going to run through. You're going to get these nice and crispy. Put a little seasoning. Always season your stuff right when it come out the oil so it can absorb it and taste real good. Alright, we're down to the last batch of these cactus corn chips. Look at that. I mean, man, smell amazing. Sprinkle a little adobo on there. Just a little bit. Just to kiss them. Alright, so what I got in here is 2 bags of frozen corn. And I got it on pretty high heat. What you want to do is, you want to throw it in here and let it finish defrosting. And you want to get most of this water out right here. Most of the water that's right in here. Once that starts to evaporate and you notice the corn starts to stick a little bit, you want to add about 2 tablespoons of butter. Then you want to add your seasonings. Alright, once you notice the water, all the water is evaporated, you can see the corn getting a little dry. You want to add a little steam there. You want to add your butter in there. You can turn the fire down some too. I had it pretty high just to hurry up and evaporate that water. So we're going to let this butter melt. We're going to get all the corn coated in the butter. You want to make sure it's coated in all the fat. And we're going to continue to saute it up. Then we're going to add our seasoning. Alright, so I actually added another like 2 tablespoons of butter. Corn got a lot of sugar. I noticed it was sticking too much. So I wanted to lube it up a little bit. So here is a half a tablespoon of the Goya sazon. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of black pepper. We're going to mix that up. You don't want to add your seasonings in while it was full of water because then it's just going to evaporate away. So we got the fire down pretty low. We're going to let this keep going until we get it to start, you know, corn kind of shrinks up and get real sweet. But we want to leave some bite to it. We want to leave some texture. So once it starts getting a little more color, I'm going to go ahead and pull it. And then we're going to get to putting this dip together. Alright, so this corn's been cooking a little bit. It's at the texture I like. You know, you don't want to cook it down too much where it starts shrinking and it sticks to your teeth. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a tablespoon of crushed garlic, fresh out the jar. Love that. And then this is that quarter of an onion. It was a pretty big onion, so I used a quarter of it. And I don't want the onion to cook down like all the way. I wanted some texture of the onion. All right, this is what you want. Onions is just starting to turn transparent. Yeah, finally about to get this dip together. Let me show you how I get this started. So for my moisture, I got a cup of mayonnaise. Just like on TV. Yeah. I have a cup of crema. I got 1 package of cream cheese. Set it out at room temperature so it's nice and soft. It's going to be easy to blend up. We're just going to drop that right in there. I got, I don't need that no more. 2.5 cups of mozzarella cheese, because we want that pull when we get it with the chip. The cactus corn chips I made, it's gonna be on point. And then I got 1 package of queso fresco. You're just gonna crumble that up in there. So I'm gonna get this mixed up along with this 1/4 of a bunch of cilantro. We got half of our corn chips in there. We're gonna save some for garnish. We got, you want to be careful with this. So I am going to add 1 capful, which is about a teaspoon, of the habanero pepper sauce. Habaneros is good. They got a wonderful flavor. But sometimes that heat can be overwhelming if you overdo it. And last but not least, we got to get this mixed up with our slightly cooled corn. You want it a little warm so it can help melt the cheese and get everything combined, but you don't want it like steaming hot. So we're going to add that in there with the onions and garlic. Sauteed this bad boy up with about 4 tablespoons of butter to 2 bags of frozen corn. Alright, so I'm going to mix this up, get it ready, and I can't wait to show you how I finish it off and cook it. So we got this bad boy mixed up. Everything is combined, nice and even. The slightly warm corn melted the cream cheese in there. Got the queso fresco in there, broke that up, and the mozzarella. That, I mean, they have smell a tube. So I'm gonna get this in a buttered, what is this? Almost like a regular cake pan. What is it, 11 by 13 or something? Anyway, one of your aluminum pans from your local dollar store. Get all that. We'll say, now this ain't cake. We ain't saving none in the bowl. Or maybe a little bit. So we're gonna get this spread out evenly. Rotate. Rotate. Nice even layer. You don't want nothing that's not warm in the middle when you go to crack into this bad boy. And we're going to sprinkle the top with a little bit more mozzarella. So we got a little bit of mozzarella. Let's sprinkle a little bit more of these chips on here. Even though we're going to eat these with some chips, we still want the taste of the corn in there. Because this is a Corn and Elote Dip. If you want to see Corn and Elote, you got to go back and check out my first video with the pork shoulder. And then it's to hold them chips in place. We're going to put this right here. On to the cooking.
Yummy.
So now it's time to cook this dip. And I bet you wonder, Keenan, how you gonna cook it? Most people just throw it in the oven. Maybe the microwave. No, that's not your boy. Your boy smokes his dip. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So we got that on some Kingsford hickory. Got a little, I didn't put nothing in my water pan because the dip got enough flavor in it. I just got some water in there just with some steam, keep some moisture, make sure everything don't get black. That's what happens when you don't put water in your water pan when you're using your electric smokers or any smoker at that has a water pan. The moisture helps the meat maintain moisture and it prevents the meat from getting black and tasting bitter and sooty. So I'm gonna let this go for about an hour. I'm gonna check it, see where we at, and then get the crunching on this Smoked Elote Dip. Keenan's Elote remix. It's been about an hour. Let's check this. Oh yeah, we got a little bubblage. Man, that is coming along fine. But not quite there yet. So we're gonna let this go. Check it in about another, maybe about another 30 minutes. So actually I pulled this bad boy about 30 minutes early. Bubbling. It's pretty set, nice and warm. Smells amazing. Like I said, they need to invent smell-o-tube. Look at that. Paprika, give it a nice eye appeal. So it's piping hot. And I want to see the pull on this bad boy. Let's see if we got some pullage. Hold on. So here we go with a chip. Oh yeah. Pullage. 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 Alright, so we got this bad boy plated up. Smells amazing. Nice little bowl set. In the cute. Topped it with a little bit of extra green onion and cilantro. So let's get in here. Oh, I see pullage. Oh yeah. It tastes like the corn that I made on my pork shoulder video. Sweet. You can taste the onion. The onion still got texture in there. A little hint of spice on the back end from the habanero sauce. Garlic is peeking through. You know, he came to the party. The corn chips in there, set it off. Alright. Got the queso fresco. Or queso fresca. Mozzarella cheese. Some crema. And mayonnaise. And some cream cheese. Blend those bad boys up. Smoked it. Didn't put it in the oven. Smoked the dip. It's your boy Keenan. Just felt like cooking. Smoked Elote Dip. Keenan's Elote remix.